I was horrified to see the lifeless corpse of my mother, father, and sister. I asked for the estimated time of their death. All three of them were killed instantly by the collision at 5:32. Welcome back. As you guys have requested, we're gonna be doing more horror stories today, but this time the horror stories are gonna be even scarier. And what we have in front of us today is some ice cream. So grab a friend, grab a blanket, or grab the person in the corner of your room right now and sit back because you're gonna be scared off your toes. Just made that new saying. But today we also have a special guest with us, my sister. She's gonna be behind the camera. So what's gonna be happening is we're gonna be all trying out these ice creams, and there's a lot of really cool flavors here. It's from Manatea, and as the video goes, we're just gonna introduce to all these flavors and also the heebie-jeebies. Let's hit it. So I'm gonna first try the ice cream here.
What do we have?
So my sister, Gray, is going to be trying there. What do you want to try first? Seasalt Hojicha, double chocolate, Morrocan Mint Straciatella, Earl Grey Lavender, or Mango Jasmine? Okay, the Seasalt Hojicha. The Seasalt Hojicha.
If you guys don't know what Hojicha is, it's technically roasted green tea.
Oh, I'm gonna have their Morrocan Mint Straciatella. Boop. It's a little melty on my end because we've been spending some time setting up the camera, so apologies. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna try mine. Whoa, mine's super minty, and there's a lot of that chocolate chip, which I like. One of my favorite parts of a nice Moroccan mint, or at least mint ice cream, is it's gotta have both a minty cream and beautiful crispy chocolate chips.
The sea salt Hojicha. If you guys have ever tried Blue Bottle's Hojicha latte, this is like their ice cream version, which is amazing.
Dark chocolate honeycomb. So we're gonna try it out. We're gonna put it on here for extra crisp. You wanna try? So this is the dark chocolate honeycomb. Whoa, oh, that adds a lot. Did you try yours?
Yeah, I tried mine.
What is it like? Is it good?
Yeah. But I kind of want to eat it on its own, not with the ice cream.
Yeah, I think it kind of overpowers the ice cream for me, but still really good. Wait, so I have to tell the story. In the summer of 2013, I found myself driving home alone on Highway 902 from a party. It was almost midnight, and needless to say, it was pitch black. As was usual at night, I was on edge. I had the radio off and could hear nothing but the muffled roar of tires on pavement and the dull hum of the engine. I stole a glance into the middle rear view mirror and saw nothing but darkness through the back window.
I'm already liking this story.
Why?
Because I'm already expecting something.
Okay. I know that I looked backwards and saw nothing. I'm sure of it. Just the seemingly endless blackness of the night. I remember it so clearly because not 10 seconds later, a car passed me to the left. Headlights on. I had one of those sudden adrenaline rushes, like when you think you see a person outside your bedroom window when it's just a tree, you know?
Yeah.
You know that feeling?
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Or when you start awake at night with the feeling of falling. When you suddenly wake up at night falling, I've had that. 10 seconds earlier, nothing had been behind me. Suddenly, a car. I drove the rest of the way home shivering and knowing something was off.
What was off?
The Earl Grey Lavender. I'm gonna try this on. What was off, Gray?
The headlights were off.
What do you mean the headlights were off?
His headlights were off.
Ooh, this one's good though. The Earl Grey. This is the Earl Grey. This is the...
Thank you.
What is this one? Hojicha, right? Seasalt Hojicha. I love Hojicha. The next morning, I found 2 sets of scratches near the back of my van. One was on the left rear, one was on the right. The car was pretty old, so they could have been there for months, but that was the first time that I distinctly remember seeing them. In hindsight, there are 2 possibilities for what happened that night. Possibility 1, by some glitch in reality or something paranormal, this other car had somehow appeared behind me within 10 seconds of me checking my mirror, like some weird ghost crap or something. However, the second option is what makes my blood run cold whenever I consider it. It didn't even occur to me until months after the fact, but it makes me dread driving alone at night even more. Possibility 2, the car was normal. It had approached me from the rear and passed me to to my left. However, something large and wide and as black as night had been clinging to the rear of my car, obscuring my view through the window and leaving deep scratches on the side. And I had inadvertently driven it home with me.
Yeah.
So you got some big dude sitting behind him.
I did not expect the story to turn in that direction. Because I've heard horror stories like that where people look in their rear view mirror and then when they check it again, ooh, there's someone sitting in the back. That's a very common horror story, but this one, someone's clinging onto the car.
My question is, it's a van, right?
Yeah.
So what, just some big dude like in the back? And then what, so like the guy passing him didn't even see it, or?
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
True, yeah.
So the car that passes him, what do you think? Like,
Ooh.
yeah, there's some big dude sitting, like holding on to your
the
van.
car. Or maybe it
and
was.
then he didn't say.
Or maybe it was kind of, in the US, there's a lot of, especially during Halloween, they like to decorate their cars, make them super scary. Maybe he just thought it was part of a Halloween decoration, but it's actually not. But
A Halloween decoration.
yeah.
I guess. I guess. But that's free Halloween decoration. I don't mind.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Mango Jasmine. Oh. Man, these flavors are pretty cool. Yeah. Whoa. That's really good. Whoa. It's like mango-y for sure. Yeah, what is it like? It's like, it's so good. It's creamy. I thought it would be more like a sorbet.
Wow.
But it's not. It's its own flavor. I've never had anything like that. Okay, next story. Wait, this one I want to try. There's this thing called milk crumbs. You want to try it? So all this is lowered sugar. So for everyone of all ages. And then it's also colored naturally and with real tea. All real tea. This is the milk crumbs.
This is the mango jasmine. You could really taste the jasmine tea and you can really taste the mango.
Ooh. Yeah, you can taste the jasmine tea
Yeah,
and the
and
mango.
it fits perfectly together.
Milk crumbs. Milk crumbs. What is that? Milk crumbs. I don't know how to describe it. Okay, story 2.
I like that story though.
I think the ghost car thing is more probable. If anything, he said he went home for a party, so he was drunk.
Probably drunk.
Yeah, drunk driving. Don't do
Yeah.
that, kids. All right, story number 2. It's called instant messaging. It all started on the 14th night of March, the night of my parents' 20th wedding anniversary. It was a wonderful sunny day, if memory serves. Surprisingly warm for before the beginning of spring. The beautiful weather was perfect for the atmosphere of the day. Being married for 20 years is obviously a momentous occasion, so my parents had booked a table at our favorite Italian restaurant. Okay, of course this was a formal occasion, so I had my best suit on. It was 5:33 and I was just straightening my tie when my phone went off. I'd received a message. That's strange. That never happens. I checked the message. It was from my mom. It was quite a jumble of numbers and letters, but through the vocabulary stew, so it looks like there's just a bunch of numbers and letters and everything like that, I could make out the illegible phrase, "Please help me." Okay? It should go without saying that this worried me greatly, so I immediately replied, "Are you okay?" Just as instantly, I got another text which read, "Oops, pocket text." I sighed with all the relief I had and continued to prepare myself. A few minutes later, I received yet another message, this time from my dad. I checked the text and once again, it was a massive mixture of letters and numbers with the phrase, "Please help me."
All I'm imagining is please and it's like, ones and like...
Yeah. I think there's just a bunch of numbers and then "please help me," I'm guessing, concealed within, okay? Creepy though this was, my dad was always a joker, so I presumed he was just joking around until I was just sent another text saying, "Oops, pocket text." This sparked panic, pure unmistakable panic. Exactly half a minute passed when I received the same text message from my sister. This could not be coincidental. It just couldn't. In a state of sheer anxiety, I started to run to the restaurant. I made it about a quarter of the way before I was stopped by a police officer. Main roads closed, he said. Huge car crash. This was the exact moment I realized what had just happened. I demanded to see the wreckage, a request I'm surprised was allowed. When I got there, it wasn't the remnants of the car that caught my eye, not the flames billowing from the destroyed vehicle. No. I was horrified to see the lifeless corpse of my mother, father, and sister. I asked for the estimated time of their death. All three of them were killed instantly by the collision at 5:32.
Oh.
You got goosebumps?
Oh yeah,
You
I got goosies. Some goosies. Woo!
I'm gonna have the double chocolate. So,
Oh, that's a good one. That's a
good
very
one.
good
That's
one.
a good one. I like that one.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because
Whoa, chocolate's good.
Because coming from a family that likes to joke around as well, I'm like, yeah, I understand the whole like, yeah, it's
Joking
probably just
thing.
a joke. It's probably just a joke thing. Yeah, but I would probably still think that it was a joke even if all three of them texted me the same thing.
Stroop waffle.
Stroop waffle.
Stroop waffle. Stroop.
I would just suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
Yeah, I would probably just think of it as like,
Uh-huh.
wow, this is such a lame, it's like a dad joke type thing. It's not even funny. So I'll just probably go about my day and be like,
But how did all three of them text him? Like at 5:33, so they already died. 5:33, right? Because the car crashed. He said what was
Maybe.
this? He said the collision was at 5:32, which was like, okay. I was thinking like, how did they know exactly the minute it crashed? But I guess they looked at the traffic cams.
maybe.
What do you dip the Stroop waffle in? Okay,
I'm gonna have it with the Earl Grey Lavender.
Okay, Earl Grey Lavender's over there. I'm gonna have it with the chocolate. Are they ghosts that texted him? And then why did they have to reply with oops,
Oops.
oops, pocket text, oops, pocket text? They all texted with a bundle of jumble of
Jambalaya.
text, jambalaya text. And then what? They just like, yeah, here's a please help. Well, it doesn't like, okay, the story, yeah, it's a little scary. It's a little like, oh, you know, like this could happen kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which is why it's scary. But, you know,
The text. I mean,
I don't get it. Like,
I mean,
pocket text.
I mean, it would be great to see some proof that it got texted. Where is the proof that it got texted at 5:30 what?
5:33.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is like, okay, first of all, it's impossible that he got probably a ghost that texted him that, right?
Yeah.
The ghost of the family, or is it just some random ghost? And so that means in the afterlife you get your phone.
Maybe it's just like before you get into the afterlife when you're still like half conscious and like your soul is half floating and you get one like maybe like a few minutes to like
And then they decided that that was their last goodbye text.
that was their last text to be like,
Please help. Help what?
please help, and then
So help them to save them from the afterlife, or save them from what?
Save
Please
them
help from where?
save from the accident.
But they died instantly.
Well,
Huh? Huh?
well, that case will be
Unsolved. BuzzFeed Unsolved. Mukbang edition. Soup waffle, how do you like it?
yeah, I really like it. It's chewy and the caramel, and then the waffle, the Stroop waffle has like that cinnamon flavor, so it complements everything really well.
Yeah, I like the Stroop waffle is good, but I like the honeycomb more.
Oh, okay.
Try the chocolate. It's super good. It's rich. It's decadent. Yeah, I think it's
Creamy?
one of my favorite chocolate ice creams.
Ooh.
It's like chocolate tea. That's what it says.
Oh yeah.
Try it.
I feel like
Chocolate tea.
tea makes everything less.
Yeah, because it's more fresh.
Yeah.
All right, last story. You ready? Bite of the Earl Grey. This is my favorite, the Earl Grey and the mint, I think. The mango is really unique.
You mean the
Chocolate's also one of my favorites, but I think my favorite flavor is the Earl Grey. What's yours? Lavender?
oh, the chocolate's really good.
Whoa, Hojicha's my favorite. This is the Earl Grey, right?
Yeah, it's really loud.
Yeah, Hojicha's my favorite. Hojicha's really good.
Yeah. Their chocolate is like a brownie chocolate, but not.
But without brownie filling.
Yeah, but without brownie filling and with the light tea flavor, so it's balanced out the heavy chocolate flavor with the light tea.
Yeah. Wow. The Hojicha though.
Yeah, the Hojicha though.
Man, it's like perfect balance of sweetness and tea flavor.
Tea, yeah. And the roast, that you could really taste the roasted flavor of the hojicha. So if you like aburi stuff.
Aburi stuff?
Yeah, like aburi sushi. The char on that, when you eat the sushi has the char. This hojicha has the roast.
Ah, hey, that's some good cooking technique stuff.
Yeah.
Char of the aburi, so the roast of the hojicha.
Yeah.
See, I can do cook.
Yeah.
I can do cooking. Okay, last story. Roommate troubles. Hey, this is in Philly.
Hey, Philly.
In Philly. This is true story. Happened at the University of the Arts in Philadelphia. My sophomore year, I roomed with a girl named Cara. She was a jazz vocalist, but her main interest was opera. We had a small room on the 6th floor of a dormitory called Juniper Hall. The walls were thin, and her last night singing and voice practices would keep me up late. After a month or so of lost sleep, I convinced her to move her last night practices to the music studios in the Merriam Theater building a block away. Around 8 o'clock one evening, Cara announced that she would be practicing late for an upcoming recital and probably wouldn't be home until around midnight. Great, I thought. That means I can go to bed early. I was beat and I had a horrible day in acting studio and was ready to pass out as soon as I had dinner. So Cara said goodnight and left, coffee and sheet music in one hand. I made some grilled cheese and soup, gobbled it down, and immediately began to prepare for bed. By the time I got out of the shower, my eyelids were so heavy I could hardly brush my teeth. I pulled on my PJs and crawled into the top bunk of our bunk bed. I was out as soon as my head hit the pillow. I should take a second to describe the layout of our apartment. When entering the apartment, the bedroom was through a door immediately to the left. Our bathroom was inside the bedroom, just past the bunk bed. University of Arts is nice in the sense that you don't have to share bathrooms. Anyway, I woke up to the sound of the apartment door closing. I opened my eyes and groggily checked my phone. Midnight on the dot. I rolled back and closed my eyes. I heard Cara enter the room and stop in front of the bunk bed, checking to see if I'm actually asleep. She flopped down on the bed below me, which was strange as she was a stickler for brushing her teeth and washing up before bed. Then again, exams were just around the corner and we were all exhausted. The mattress below me creaked and then was silent. Couldn't even hear her breathing. I started to drift off again and was just on the edge of deep sleep when I was startled awake by a noise, a key in the lock, the door opening, and Cara entered our apartment humming an opera tune. The mattress below me creaked. You got the goosies?
Is that it?
Yeah.
So?
I don't know. Up for interpretation.
I mean, it could, okay, they never mentioned if Cara had a boyfriend. Maybe it's the boyfriend, you know?
Ooh, good point.
Yeah, wait, so
Good point.
Cara is below.
Yeah, Cara's at the bunk bed below.
Yeah, so it could be the boyfriend.
Yeah, they never mentioned if she had a boyfriend.
Yeah.
It maybe is there's the boyfriend.
Yeah.
Well, you don't think it's like
A little friendly friend from the afterlife?
Yeah.
No, I mean, maybe if the door never opened and she heard a creak, that would be scarier.
Oh, yes, you're right. But this one there's a door
There's
creak.
a door
So
that
it's probably
opens,
someone.
So, yeah, it's probably
Maybe it's just a
someone.
drunk guy from a party.
Yeah, maybe. Because she lived in the dorm. Or maybe she's just super tired. You know, especially if it's cold, the room creaks a lot because of the
expansion
temperature.
and
Yeah,
contract.
and the contraction, whatever. So, could be that too, you know?
She said that she heard Cara enter the room and stop in front of her bunk bed to see if she's actually asleep.
But she's on the top. How can she see?
You know how you can feel the presence sometimes with someone next to you? It's just like a noise and then suddenly the noise gets closer and then it stops, right?
Yeah.
Then you probably think like, oh, okay, the person's near me.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's probably what she felt.
But if you're super sleepy, you're like, okay, maybe there is, but then
there's actually nobody.
It's actually nothing. Or maybe she just expected Cara to be home. But it was like, cause she's so tired, so she's just like, okay, maybe it's Cara, but it's actually just nothing.
It's not even a ghost then.
No, it's not even a ghost.
So then the story's so boring.
Yeah, it's just, who's the girl's name?
No, she
name.
never mentioned her name.
Okay, maybe Cara's friend is just,
Bozo?
just the bozo.
Just the
bozo.
bozo.
Just trying to find drama in life.
Yeah, we know a lot of people like that. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more of these kinds of episodes. Catch you guys on the flippity flip. If you think Gray should be more in these episodes, to give her a funny comment, let me know down below. See you guys next time.
comment heavy breathing.
Comment heavy breathing. And also thanks to Manatea for these amazing ice creams for making sure that this episode was possible. Try it out. Later.
Deuces.